Hello everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning as per your time zone. I know many of them joined from the various regions. Welcome once again to the Bella Vista Western Sydney Salesforce Developer Group. Once again, thank you for registering and joining the today's session. Um, we have the Ramsamy Palanivel, Salesforce Manager at Caterpillar India, about Salesforce deployment using the Azure DevOps. It's a part 2 series. A little bit about myself. I'm Saktivel Mades, a senior Salesforce developer working with Tech4 Services Australia, and also I am a Salesforce MEP and a community group leader for the Bella Vista Western Sydney, Australia. I am actively available in the social channels, so you can reach out to me any of these social handlers. So today agenda, as I said, it's a part 2 series about the Salesforce deployment using Azure DevOps to cover RAM. And after that, we are planning some giveaway the certificate voucher for the random participants. Please fill your information using the link. If you already entered your information in the previous week, you don't need to enter again. I will take it from there. And then finally, summary and resources. The group overview, we actively organizing the events regularly and also posting the group activities in these channels. Please feel free to follow and join the group and get the up-to-date information, either as a event information or any technical information. And also use the chat window for the Q&A and we'll discuss end of the session. Without wasting further more times, I'm hand over to Ram. Over to you, Ram. Please share your screen and the intro about yourself and go ahead. I am stop sharing.
Yeah, thank you, Saktivel. Yeah, I can start. Okay. 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 I am the Salesforce lead for the Caterpillar. Okay, I am working the all technical activities. Today I am going to demonstrate the Salesforce deployment activity for the part two. Before we go to start the part two, we just recap what we did the previous week. Okay. I am going to share my screen. Please let us know. Can you able to see my screens? Mm. Can you able to see my screen? Okay. Okay. This is for the we did the last week how to create the ISA story branch and ISA story implementation in the Salesforce and we retrieve pipeline creation and variable group setup package XML and retrieve code and review the code. Okay, this is the last session we saw part one. Okay, we are going to do now part two. Okay. Okay, part two we are going to cover for the once we retrieved our code is in the Git repository, we are going to deploy that our code to target environment. Okay, this is the environment for the Caterpillar 7, right? Dev environment. This is the environment we are going to target the deploy our code. Okay, this is the environment we retrieved. Okay, this is our source. RAM CDU dev is the source environment. This target. Okay, now we need to do this is a validation pipeline. Okay, branch policy setup and build pipeline creation. All these steps. Pull request how to create and review and link user stories. Okay, review the code in the pull request and release the pipeline and continue integration, continue deployment and verify the deployment component to our Salesforce. Okay, all in these activities we are going to perform today. I took that package XML what we did, right? I go to Here, this is the package example we did last week. Okay, I think who attended they should be remember. Okay. Okay, the same package example we are going to today we are target to deploy to here. Okay, that our environment in the Caterpillar 7. Okay, now start the validation pipeline creation, right? This validation pipeline creation here, small tricks we need to understand how the Salesforce will deploy the component based on the package XML, right? Here, this is our package XML. Okay, but Salesforce have different folders again, the component storing. Okay, custom object, profile, and affix class, and custom label, LWC, RO company. We have different metadata storage there. You can refer, this is the website, this is the metadata API. Okay, this will clearly informed. Okay, all kind of metadata. Here you example, I am so here we are working on now affix class, right? Go to check the affix class. Right, this is affix class component. Okay, here they will clearly define how to that metadata component there. Here, right, you see here this file should be suffix. Okay, suffix with the .cls. Okay, and we have two more file. Okay, that class name .meta.xml file. That means whenever the affix class we are retrieving, there is two kind of file there. Okay, you go to see here under class folder, we have demo. This is actual our class. Another one is the meta XML file. That's why they clearly define the document here. One file for the .cls, one file for the meta XML file. When we are deploying, that time we need to pull this in the package XML. We are only mentioning this particular class name. That time we need to retrieve this to the both files. Okay, that's why we need to write one custom script how to retrieve this particular code. Okay, I will, that is we written in the we need to define. Okay, the prepare Salesforce component list, because here you see, right, our component name is have affix class, but actually the background is storing in the class name. Okay, in the folder is class. That time we need to map. Okay, if you retrieving affix class, then your file should be stored in the class. Okay, and that's why they clearly here defined. Okay, here you see, go to see this file, the affix class stored in the class folder, classes folder. Okay, okay, that's why we created one. Here is, right, this is a component list. Okay, here we are defining type. Okay, like you are retrieving affix class means the this is affix class should be retrieve the file types. Okay, not the folder structure, file structure. That folder name where it will store the class, like that we need to mapping whenever we retrieving from affix class, sorry, retrieving from package, corresponding component type. If affix class means it's mapped to our repository class, affix page means it's mapped to pages. Okay, and that file type, this is the normal file type or folder structure, like that we need to define. Okay, I put sample here. You want to define all the components based on the this documentation. You go through all this component list here, there, whatever support component, and you need to prepare the files. Okay, okay, first we prepare the mapping file, component type, respective file type, what kind of file generating Salesforce, and where it's storing. Okay, once you prepare this complete component list, then we are good. Okay, then we are going with start with custom script, right? Prepare the delta script. Okay, because we cannot deploy entire repository, whatever developer need. Okay, development that particular component only we are deploying based on the package XML. Okay, here you see, right, custom object, we have only Azure candidate, but here you go to see, we have account and connect also there, but we don't deploy this object, only we are deploying Azure. Okay, like that we need to retrieve our specific component. That's why we are creating on PowerShell script, that is for the delta. Okay, here you need to mention the package XML manifesto, under where your package is there, you need to mention, and where is your source code there. Okay, that is SRC, under SRC only our all the source code there. then where we are going to prepare that package XML. This package XML we retrieve, and we are creating one folder is a delta folder. This delta folder retrieve this all components from repository and put to the delta folder. Okay, that activity we are going to do here. You see CSV, we are importing CSV. This is for the our mapping corresponding affix class means we are going to take corresponding folder, then we take the corresponding file name. Okay, that's why we are mapping here. First we create the our delta folder. Okay, the destination folder, that is we create the one delta folder. That folder is doesn't have, we are creating the delta folder. Once created, then we are retrieving the our package XML. Okay, this package XML we are doing the loop. Okay, normal loop. This it will take complete loop. Package XML, it will execute one by one types. Okay, first custom object, then profile, affix class, custom type, like that it will retrieve. Okay, then a corresponding mapping we are taking the CSV file, that is we have the CSV file, right? SFDC component, this CSV file match with this affix class, this affix class match, then take the go to the particular folder and take the corresponding file name. Okay, that activity we are doing here. Okay, that activity only here you are saying, right? Here we just checking the folder. Okay, folder name is that folder, that means this affix class name plus our file type should be matching. Then we are going to inside the loop, then we forming that source path src, and we are putting our folder name should be class. Okay, that time what how will generate, right? Like affix class means it will come to first the our source path is src. Okay, src slash, then our folder name is class. So you go, you see here our folder name. What is our folder name? Corresponding folder name is classes. Okay, then slash, then what is that file name? File name, it is coming from our package XML. Our package XML like this. Okay, then put star. Okay, that means it will come for all the go to see here, go to classes. Now see, right, like this form it will generate. Okay, this, and now this both file it will retrieve. Okay, because we are putting star. Star means whatever after extension it will, this both file now retrieve. That's why we are forming here. Okay, here once we our source file, our path is formed here, then we are going to copy. Okay, if the source file is not empty, okay, not empty means we are going to copy that item. Okay, if suppose folder, okay, this destination folder doesn't have, okay, that we are creating on delta folder, right? Delta folder, delta code, under that we don't have the class folder. Okay, then we creating class folder. That's the activity we are doing here. We just checking our destination, we have the class folder or not. If class folder doesn't have, we are creating class folder. Doesn't have means, okay, if already have, we can ignore this one. Once we created, then we are copying this our affix class file to push to this under delta, under class, under here it's passing this both files. Okay, that's it. Then end of the our entire components copy to the under delta folder. Then finally we are copying for our package XML also under that folder. Okay, now the copy is completed. All the code now it's moved to under delta folder there. Okay, that is actually we are doing here. Once done, then we create the pipeline. Okay, validation pipeline. Okay, we are going to create the new pipeline. Okay, validation pipeline. Go to here, validation pipeline. Okay, this is the validation pipeline, right? Here you see. Okay, I am going to create the new one. Okay, I am going to use the existing one only. This is, we have the 5 tasks. Okay, the first task for the delta execute, that is the PowerShell script. Now we just saw, right, how to copy our component to delta folder. Okay, that is the activity we are doing through this script. Okay, that is now our code is completely copied from repository to the delta files. Okay, delta code folder there. Okay, once our component is copied, then we are zip that file. Okay, then only we need to publish and we need to deploy. Okay, that's why we are going to that take that root folder, delta folder, and we are going to zip just a normal. We are doing zipping, right? That activity we are doing that delta code. Okay, that is the second activity. Third activity, right? We are going to give for the deploy folder. Okay, the deploy folder means we have for this. Okay, this folder. In this folder we are deploying. This folder we have the our connection details, build XML file, and build XML file we are going to deploy or validation or deploy only or run specified test class. All the options we have defined here. Based on parameter, we target parameter, it will execute. That's why we are doing the jar file is required for the and deployment. That's why we in this entire file we are going to zip. Okay, this plus delta. Okay, we did that also. Now the zip is done. Then the zip we are going to deploy, right? That we need to publish through artifact. Okay, that's why we are using public the publish build artifact. Whatever file we deploy the zip, right? That file we are going to publish with the dynamic build ID. Okay, because every time we are going to we want to different, right? Which delta we have multiple pairs. Each pair we have unique the GIF files. Okay, that's why we are putting delta and the current build ID. Okay, dynamically this build ID will come from the build. Okay, now you said the delta is published and the deploy also published. Now our code all our artifact is ready. Then that artifact we want to validate before our code merge to the master branch, right? Before we want to validate all the code should be fine or not. That's why we are checking the here directly connect our target Salesforce arc using ant deployment check. Okay, target we need to specify only deploy check only. Here you don't mention deploy. If you deploy means your code deployed without merge. Okay, then you need to mention target should be deploy check only. That means validation only will take. Okay, then validation is succeed, then only our code should be merged. Okay. Okay, now this is our YML script. Now I am going to create the pipelines. Okay, I am going to create the pipeline, new pipeline, Azure Rep Gito, SFDC development, existing Azure pipeline, and this is your master branch. I am going to select the validation YML. Then I am going to continue. Save as. Okay. Save as. Okay. Now we are going to edit. Before that we want to create the library group, right? A library group for our connection establishment and plus the target we need to define. Okay, that's why I am going to create the library group. Here already released library group, just I am going to clone this one. Release demo. Here is right password and security token you need to put. Okay, this password plus security token, and you need to give your passwords and URL. Here is this is not record. Okay, this is record for username and this is record. Okay, run target. Okay, run target is I am going to put deploy check only. Okay, now deploy check only. Deploy check only means just validate. Okay, nothing will do. Deploy code check means validate with run specified. That means you need to define your test class. Okay, now I am going to just check the just validation. Nothing I am going to do it. Okay, save. Here you go to check here this deploy check option, right, in the build XML file. Here you see, right, we are just to show that our username password and username password is connected. Finally you check, right, root folder, right, you see, right, we are mentioning delta. Under delta folder only our the component there, whatever component we are mentioning package XML. And here is right check only equal to true. Check only equal to true means just validation only happen, it will not deploy. Okay, that's why we are doing here. Okay, now our library group ready. Then you go to the pipeline and go to the trigger and here continue integration, right, we are going to disable, because this is we are using for the validation purpose. We are not doing any automatic trigger, only a peer request, right? That time only we want to validate. Okay, validation demo, we are disabling continue integrations, and you go to check the variable group. You need to link your variable group, should be the release demo. Release demo is right. Your target name deploy check only. This is character plus 7 username and passwords. Okay, then I save it. Okay, now I saved. Okay, now you go to pipelines, go to all pipelines. Here you see the graphical also. Okay, edit. Here also you can see. Okay, here example, right? Here this setting, right? Here also you can see the PowerShell script how we are using. Okay, you can pass the argument also, dynamically pass any argument also. And this is for the archive zip file. Okay, how we are going to archive the zip file. We are mentioning the what file, what folder we are going to zip, and what is a zip. Okay, we have different zips, right? We are using zip. Okay, like that. And this is a we are going to publish. Okay, this one we are going to publish artifact. Okay, in the Azure pipeline itself, and this zip file should be there. That's why we are published there. Now go back. Okay. Now we are this is completed. Okay, now that validation pipeline is created. Now we are going to set the branch policy. This particular validation, right? When this pipeline should be fire. Okay, during which suppose we have UAT or production and QA are there, but this particular activity we are going to run the production against. That means master branch. Then you go to the branch. Here is right branch policy, build validation, automatic include reviewer. That means branch policy means which number of reviewer you want to link. Okay, when we are raising the pair, that time mandatory link for the work item. Okay, and whatever command you are providing, right, so that should be resolved. Like that you need to define the policy itself. Suppose you put the tech lead put some command, develops did not resolve the command, then should not allowed to merge. Okay, like that this is a policy you need to define. And this is a which validation we are take to run particular PR. Okay, this is for the our now validation demo pipeline that we need to set when it will trigger. Okay, and how long experience for day or 1 day, like that you need to define that validation expiration date, like that. Then automatically include reviewer. That means technical lead or stakeholder or anybody you can include, whatever the stakeholder they want to review the code before merge. Okay, here is right here, this is our main branch, that is master branch. Okay, you're going to click here, you see right here the branch policy there. You click the branch policy here. Okay. Once you define the branch policy, some Azure. Okay, now fine. Now you can enable here. Okay, this is for the minimum number of reviewer need. Okay, 1 or 2 or 5, like that you need to define. Like that, as of now I am only user there, I put 1. Okay, then allow requester itself approve their own change. Okay, then I allow, because whoever writes the PR, right, there itself they can allow the approver. Okay, usually this is not unchecked, then any other body only they can approve, then only you can merge the pull request, like that. Okay, this is all other activities. Then this is right, this is enable means whenever you write the PR, at least one work item, okay, one user story, you need to link to the particular pipelines. Okay, then This is enabled. Whatever commands, right? Whatever command it's have the any technical lead, they told, hey, you can fix this code is not correct. You can just change this particular code. Then that command should be resolved by developer. Then only that allowed to merge. Okay, like that. This is a different kind of merge. This we cannot do anything. Then this is we define the policy. Then we want to define the validation, which target we want to validate, right? Which pipeline we want to execute during the our pull request. Then here selected, right? Then automatically populate all the pipelines, whatever pipeline available in the repo. Now we are going to select the validation demo. Okay, then you also specify specific path only. Okay, whenever the our branch, suppose I only modified the class files, that time only I can execute. Suppose I am do configuration, that is no need to execute. Okay, or any other report or dashboard, that is not fine. That is always deploy success means you not include. As of case we don't do anything, any change you are going to move to master, then it will validate. Okay, then this automatically fire during the pull request creation, or you manually do it. Then here you need to define policy. Suppose our build validation is failed. Okay, that time build is succeed only allowed to merge. Suppose this is you are choosing our build is also failed, you can able to merge. But this case, once your build is succeed, then only you can able to allow to merge the pull request. Okay, another thing, build expiration. That means once your build is validation succeed, within 12 hours you need to complete the PR. Otherwise, your build should be expired and you need to rerun. And suppose you are choosing this option means, suppose master any other developer some changes happening in the master, then automatically your build will expire. Okay, or never means it will not expire once succeed. Okay, as of now we keep as for 12 hours, we don't change. And here you need to put some display name, or you don't put display name, it will come default for the validation demo. Okay, then I am going to save. Yeah, now is right in the build validation automatically created, and display name is not coming. Okay, if you want display name, validation demo. Okay, now it's right, validation demo scheme. Okay, then if you whenever don't record, you can disable also, but don't without remove. Okay, that means disabled. Okay, then default approver. Okay, this is default approver, you can add. Click this is, you see right, optional or required. Okay, as of now I could record one users. Okay, I am putting mine. Okay, I am going to save. Now once I changed all the policy, okay, I define the branch policies, validations, and automatic approve reviewers. Once done, now you go to see the branches. Now is right, automatically this policy icon is appear. Okay, whenever your policies happen, that time anybody directly modify the branch. Once policy is enabled, you come through peer only. Okay, you cannot modify directly in the master branch. Okay, now branch policy setup. Okay, now we are going to create the build pipeline. Okay, build pipeline means once your PR is completed, pull request is completed, this particular pipeline, it will execute for the through pull request. Okay, not the after pull request. Now we want to, after our PR is completed, then automatically content integration will happen. Right? That is, we want to the build pipeline. That's why we are going to create same steps. Expect we are removing that deployment check. You see, right? Here we have build YML file. Build YML file, everything there. Expect the validations. Okay, and the validation part we don't need to be already validated. We just want to release. That's why we remove that build part. Okay. Then I am going to create the new pipeline for the build. Okay, this for the content integration purpose. Okay, new pipeline, Azure repo, SFDC, testing, This is for the build OML. Continue. Save. The same steps only we are going to do. And edit. Build demo. Okay. And here we are going to say enable is right, continue integration enable. That means whenever anybody they complete the pull request completion, then automatically change for master will happen. That means master any change is happening, then automatically run this particular pipeline. Okay, that is a continue integration. Any small change also happening, this pipeline will automatically execute. Okay, and here we no need to enable the library group. Okay, because here we don't use any connection, any targets. Okay, then no need to link any library groups. Okay, here no need. Okay, just save it. Okay. Okay, now this also created done. Okay, go to see here. Build demo. Edit. Here how you are going to check the library group means the variables. You check the dollar. This is for the we are using the system variables. Okay, that pipeline variables, default system pipeline variables. Okay, we don't have any custom library variables. That's why we don't add the library variables there. Okay. 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 Now this is also done. Okay, validation and release pipeline. Once release pipeline created, I will let you know how to set up that one. Then we are going to start. Before we create the release pipeline, just we need to create the pull request. How that will work? Okay, we start the pull request. Okay, create the pull request. Okay. Here pull request, go to the repo. There is pull request. Click the pull request. Okay. Create the new pull request. As of now doesn't have no pull request. Now we are creating for the future branch 06 to here. Okay. What demo component demo components move to 7 arc. Okay. Here you need to put the your commit message like that. Here we need to add the whatever you need to add. As of now, I don't add anything. It will first we create. You will see. Okay. Here also you can do two kind of action. Here you said create means automatically all branch policy will execute will happen. Suppose you are in the not completed. The branch is not completed up to date. You want some component still update. Okay. That means you just create as a draft. Okay. Like means create as a draft means in the PR should be created, but it will not execute any activities. Okay, this rate it will create it, but it will not execute any activities. Then you whenever your the branch is up to date, all the components is updated this particular branch, then you need to publish. Okay. Now here branch is created. We are created our source branch is this one feature branch. Our target is main. Okay. Then master branch target branch is selected. Enter the title. In title we are entered. This is a title. Whatever title you need, enter. And link the pre and post deployment activities wiki page, like Confluence, somebody working the Jira, they have the Confluence, right? Like that. Here you need to wiki page itself. You need to define all your pre and post deployment activities. here under that, here you need to create the sub page. Okay, here you put the pre-deployment activity. Okay, so that means suppose some configuration enabled, that means we cannot do through code itself. We can do some configuration enable, or after post deployment you can do some code cleanup like that, execute some script, right? That activity you need to mention from here. Okay, that activity mentioned from here, and you need to mention the pull request itself. Okay, that means whenever the pull request we are going to complete, they want to know before he approve, he do all the pre-deployment activities. Here the description itself we can add. Okay, then automatically save the pre-deployment activity. Then you click here, then automatically go to the particular page. It will come to here. Here we need to mention all the our pre-deployment activity. You go to edit, this edit page. You need to mention 1, 2 like activity there. You need to mention like this. Enable like that, enable some whatever settings. Okay, custom settings like that. Okay, settings in the setup like that you need to mention. Then the developer should be, before merging, he can do the target environments. Okay. Here we need to add our user stories. You click here, our user story for the demo. Okay, task 5, we are going to click this one. Then this user story automatically link to here. Okay, then this user story here there, right? Automatically when the particular pull request is completed, okay, then automatically you want to change that user story state equal to doing or done. Okay, doing also will put, or done also you can do. Okay, doing means suppose you have some post deployment activity, you cannot put done. Once done everything, then you can convert. But during that deployment, on deployment, then you can put the doing. That means you come to description. Again, go to your description. Here you put doing colon percentage your user story number. Okay, 35, correct? This is our user story number. That means automatically now current state is do. Okay, after this deployment is done, it's automatically changed to doing. Okay, then any attachment you want, anything you see, right? All this option there, you need to add attachment, any other kind of you want to link any other user story. Suppose any work item, other work item, anything you want to link here, that is we are linked here. And anybody mention any attachment. Okay, any other pull request you want to indicate here, all kind of documents, or you want to checklist. Suppose you, before deploying, the code reviewed. Okay, like code reviewed, like that you need to put code reviewed, like that you need to put in the description itself, or you put separate also. Okay, then we save it. This is all kind of activity work item we are added here. You see, right, the optional record review, it's coming part of the pull request policy. Then you need to add the optional or record after creation pull request also. And here is, right, this is we already, I directly modified the master branch. Okay, usually we should not allow to directly modify. That's why this conflict is coming. Okay, the conflict you can review the files here. Once the pull request is created, right, this automatically sent to the corresponding mail to the corresponding reviewer. And work item also we linked there. Okay, all this state we updated. And here review the pull request, review the update and conflict. Okay, make the commands, everything we are going to do now. Okay, this is our overview tab. The overview tab, all this here, this pipeline is not running, right, because due to the conflict is happening. Okay, without with the conflict cannot execute the pipeline, because they don't know the pipeline which they can take from future branch or main, okay, because both are modified the same line. That's why it's coming the conflict. Once the conflict is resolved, then only this pipeline will execute, okay. Here files, you can see the files, what are the files you modified, okay. Here you see, so the conflict, right, package xmls and files, you go to check here the build xml file. Here it will show side by side and line by line, okay. That means line by line means here in the line itself it will show, okay, what is previous and this one, or this is only modified content only it will show, okay. Or here means the side by side means it will see the side by side what we modified. Here I see, right, this particular activity I removed from here, and here I added the code. Then whatever the red color that is removed, you see, right, -9 lines removed plus 19 line is added. Like that you can review the code, all the things. Here you see, right, all the codes, whatever code we removed, or you can review this file wise, okay. This the plus means this is a new file. That means it will not show the previous comparison because this is a clearly new file. That's why don't show anything. Okay. Now admin file also it will, admin profile also it will show the whatever change we removed. And updates, right? Whatever commits you are deleting, right? All the commits it will show here. Same thing for the commit messages. Okay. Then here we are going to now fix how to solve. Okay. Go to conflict tab. Okay. Here the file type, right? All the Salesforce metadata files should be UTF-8, not the ANSI. The default it will come ANSI. You need to select the UTF-8. Here you see, right, this is expand the full screen. Once you use full screen expander, then you can see clearly what conflict is made, okay, each other. This is for the main branch, okay. This is for the my future branch, okay. Main branch usually should not allow to modify because once the policy set up, but in this case I modified. Here you see, right, the line number 4 and 5 it's have account and contact, but my this I same fourth line I modify some other code. That's why its conflict is arised, okay. Okay, this case we are going to deploy this left side code. Then I take from completely left side code, or you can remove like this also. You said this is the main branch. We don't want this particular line. This particular line, right? The lesson in between the equal operator. This is the conflict for the main branch, and after that equal, and this is for the future branch. That means future branch modify this particular line, main branch have this particular line. Then developer or reviewer which line they want to take, both line they want to mean keep both. That means the account contact Azure candidate are going to deploy, then keep both, or they don't want this, okay, then they remove this particular lines. But this line they can remove, okay, then we remove this one. And then this is a this is just for the conflict line, okay, auto generated, then we don't want to keep, then we can remove these lines also. Here also is right, this is showing some yellow color. That means you have large file, it will show wherever the conflict there, you click up and down arrow, then it will go and up and down, okay. Submit the merge. And here also we are going to modify UTF-8. Okay, I don't want to take the user permissions, okay, I only take this particular only. Okay, and then here you said here another option also there. Suppose you can take submit merge, right? You submit the merge, keep the whole right side, keep the left side, right? Like that you are taking either one. That means suppose I am take right side, okay? Right side means this side I am taking means whatever commit is happening for the future branch, it will not have, it will not there. Okay. I take left means whatever commit is happening. Okay, suppose the last 6 months commit is happening for the main branch, those commit will removed. That's why always you can copy paste the same code means don't use this option. Okay, if you are using then your whole change it will go. Okay. In this case, I am taking this one because I no need to keep the master change. I only keep the our future changes only. Okay, then you select all the conflict is now resolved. You select the top is generate all the commands. Okay, that means this command should be resolved, then only your pull request also allowed to merge. Okay, now it's right, it's automatically three of one of three record failed. Okay, that means we need to commit all the hours commands. Okay, you need to resolve all the commands. Okay, that means resolve and close. Now it's right, all the commands go away. Okay, now it's executing the our validation. Now it's usually automatically executing this validation. You click here, go to the validation. Now it's right, the run the delta package is running. Go to see right here delta, under delta execution, right? That script is right, delta folder is created. Okay, once the delta folder is created, under that you see right object, profile, class, and tab. This 4 folder created, and all the object and profile, all the codes come to copied from here. Okay, here just for the archive the zip file. Okay, is right, this all the files, 5 files founded. Okay, total 4 folder, 1 package XML, all file is archiving. You will see what are the file is archived. Okay, your archive file name is delta deploy the delta code 24.zip file. Okay, this is your zip file. Okay, then this is for the jar file I told, right? And under deploy folder we have archive and the jar file plus build property file, build XML file. All three file is zipped. That file name you are saying deploy 24. One is for the delta, one is for the deploy. Two zip file is now generated. Now the two zip file, right? We want to publish. You said now its publish is happening. Okay. He said this is our delta artifact. Under the delta artifact, should we have this code? Under delta artifact, have this delta code, and under deploy artifact. Okay, under deploy artifact you have this code we have. Okay, deploy folder, you go to now check now our ant deploy check. All right, now is right now that target dev arc is connected. Then this is our id. Okay, Salesforce id. Then our validation succeed. Okay, you go to check here. This is my target arc. Okay, I'm going to refresh here. You can find okay, whatever id we find from here, right? This take this id, come to find in the target environment, but this code is not find there due to here is 18-digit Salesforce code. Okay, but you need to search the only 15-digit, remove the last 3 digits. Okay, you see it, the validation is succeed. Okay, click to here, and validation should be succeed. Okay, only validation, we don't run the affix test class. Okay, I will run the next run how to run the affix test class with the run specified. Okay, now go to the this build id under artifact, right? I told right the 2 is published. Click here, and here I told right this is under delta artifact, it's generated this code. You can expand this particular zip file there. delta and deploy, you see under this particular zip file there. Okay, just you can click and download. Okay, this both file you can able to download and open that file. Okay, you can verify all the components came. Click the package XML. This package XML, whatever component you are mentioned is there. Profile, custom tab, custom object, and go to check. We have account. We have 3 objects in the repository, but we have only one. Okay, then class every command should be came in our meta XML file plus class file, everything came. Okay, go to see the pull request. What is the still pending? Okay, everything done. Okay, I am going to put approver. Okay, review. Okay, the via review status like that. The technical lead review status. Okay, review status. Keep putting code reviewed, and package XML reviewed, and build XML file only. They need to mention by the class name. Run specified means, okay, I will go to show you build XML file. Why the build XML file package XML is important? The build XML file right? Suppose we want to run specified test class. Okay, that time you go to here, deploy code check only. You need to run test class. Okay, that means suppose you are some test class executing, production always required for the test class execution. Without test class execution, you cannot deploy your code. That time you have you can run the local arc wide, but that will execute more than 1 hour or 2 hour. You have large affect classes. Then you need to mention whatever test class during this deployment. We have during this deployment only SFDC demo. Then you need to mention here. And you said one more place also we are mentioning. This is for the during the validation period. You see here we are putting deploy check only. Another time, this is during the deployment. During deployment, we are using this one more time. We want to the run specified. That's why. Or you can use the quick deployment also. You can do quick deployments. You take that Salesforce ID, recent validation ID. I saw that one took one ID, right? That ID you need to automatically pass from here. Then automatically no need to revalidate. Automatically quick deploy also will happen. Okay. But as of now, we don't cover the quick deployment. That you need to add one more logic, switch quick deployment and normal deployment based on this execute. Okay. Now you need to check the checklist here. Commanded. Okay. Now is right now, and the command should must be resolved. Then only I need to complete the build request. Suppose I am approving also. Suppose I am going to approve. Then this particular pipeline and the policy will succeed. Okay, this particular policy succeed only for the command should not resolved. Okay, then I am going to put the checklist like that. Reviewed, code reviewed, everything. Then you put resolved. Once you resolve, automatically right, all our policies should be succeed. Then we are going to complete. Then once you are complete, right, then automatically run our build pipeline. Build pipeline to run. But before that, we want to create the release pipeline. Okay, that is pending. Now we are going to create the release pipeline. Okay, then only once build is generated, automatically go to deploy to target environment. I am going to here now release. Go to create the new pipeline. I am going to create the first. This is a different kind of task there. Okay. As of now, I am going to add the empty job. Okay, empty job doesn't need anything. Here I am putting production means production like that. You can put or UAT, QA like that. Which environment you are going to deploy first? Like we have multiple release here. Which first you are put dev int or the QA, UAT and prod like that. You can put line by once the code is ready. Okay. As of now, I put my Caterpillar 7 dev work. Okay. Or okay. 7 arc. Okay. This is my arc. Okay. Target arc. Then I am going to save. I am going to pipeline put release demo. Then I am going to add. Then once we create a task, I need to add. Okay, now the pipeline is ready. I create the empty task. Under that one job, I need to add the task. Here, what we need to write, already we have the delta artifact and deploy artifact. Okay, deploy artifact. We have this. We need to unzip and we want to deploy. That means we want to two activity. We want to extract this zip file, deploy zip file, and delta zip file. This is both file we want to extract and we want to deploy. That means we want to ant. Okay, that means to extract option to extract how we did it to extract task extract and one for the ant deployment. Okay, ant deployment. We are going to add the three tasks. Okay, and then I am going to add the task. Click here. I am going to add the new. Here I am going to select the latest version 2019. Okay, Windows is this is latest version, that is it's going to deprecate 2016 March. We are going to select 2019 or 22. As of now, select the which environment will run this pipeline. Okay, 2019. Then I am going to create the task. Here you said all the tasks would be there. Whatever task you need to add. As of now, we want two tasks. One is extract. One is for the here also you see right different criteria there, the categories. You can filter and deploy. Under deploy you can see right and it will come under here. Okay, but as of now we know we are going to search from here. Okay, extract here, right? Extract. Okay, this particular activity add, you see right the zip file should be extract. Okay, this is added. Then what we are going to add this file, right? We want to first extract our the deploy folder. Okay, I am naming the extract deploy folder. The zip file where is there? Zip file we have under like this there, right? Star. So here you see right. Here we are putting star means this is it. We are generating dynamic build ID. That's why we are putting here star. Okay. No, okay. This is a destination folder. We are going to put deploy. Okay. I am going to put deploy. This is our destination folder. This file. Okay. Then I am going to create this one delta another task. Okay. My target folder name delta. Okay. Then last one we are going to add for the ant. Okay, and one more task. I'm going to ant display name. We are going to put deploy. Okay, deploy my build XML file under deploy folder there. Okay, deploy. Then option means this is your password, username, password, and URL. Okay. And the target means this is for our build XML target deploy. Deploy. And this is we don't want any test class run, uncheck this one. And before that we are going to save here. Link the library group. Okay, now is right. Extract everything done. Link the library group because which target we want to run, right? Release demo. This is our release demo. Here is right, our Caterpillar dev dark is connected. Then we want to integrate our once the deployment succeed, right, we want to show to our user story, right? That why we want to integrate. This is how long your the release we want to keep, or 90 days, or last that date the release will happen. You want whenever you want to redeploy it. Here go to integration. Here you need to click the report to your board. That means we have like production like that you are putting. Then this once is deployed this particular stage, then apply update to production your user story level. You come to see the production or wherever. I am going to put like staging, like that staging, okay, or production. Now I put production only, then I save. Okay, now I save it. Once done, right, you go to the now pipeline. Here you want to automatically continue integration, right? You want to select which build you want to automatically in the artifact, it will come take. Click here. Then the build should be come from our SFDC demo. Then you click here. We have the build demo. Okay, that particular build demo, whatever the build is generated, automatically it come latest. Okay, we cannot mention whatever latest automatically come to here. Okay, then I add it. Once add, right, we want to automatic continue integration enable. Click here. You see, right, continue integration. That means you can run manually or continue integration. We are enabling continue integration. Then automatically it will come to execute this pipeline. Before running, right, you can put approve layer also. Here is right, you need to add the approve layer also. If you want to put approve, then only it will deploy will happen. Okay, and you want to multiple, you can add. Here you said add one more, it will go to like this. Okay, like stage 2. Okay, then you put like that, we can add, but don't need this one. Like that multiple they will create like that, you can keep. Okay, I am going to save. Okay, now done. Okay, now we are going to complete our pull request. Okay, before run the pull request, right, we are going to show one more time. Go to library group. Here release demo. You go to modify deploy code, right? Deploy code, code deploy code check only means run specified. Okay, you can name whatever name your name you will put. But now I put run specified. Now I am going to the pull request. I go to the requeue this particular view, right? Okay, I want to requeue. This is right. The all the is succeed, but I want one more time requeue. So now that run specified will execute. Will see. Okay, once done, then you can approve, right? Then you can also set auto complete. Auto complete means set auto complete. Then automatically whenever merge, right, it will automatically your pipeline will close. Here also you can see, right, we are putting the doing, right, the state. You click here, then automatically your ticket should be closed. That means done. Okay, this means automatically delete your branch. Once the pull request is completed, automatically delete your branch. But as of now we don't select anything. You put auto complete after this is succeed. Okay, now it's running. Is right, now the deployment started. Here meanwhile here is right, you are checking deploy check only option is selected. Okay, that's why. And here also you said deploy check only. Now the database is connecting for the this particular user arc. Okay, now the connection is submitted. Now you go to check the Salesforce. Back to status. Now it's right. Now test class succeed successfully. Test class also run succeed. Okay. Here also the quick deployment option also there. If you deploy here also, or you can throw pipeline also, you can do it. Throw deployments. Back to now here. Now we said the quick deployment option also there. Okay. Now go to we click here. The quick deployment option also now available. Now go to check here on deployment. You said our all the test classes succeed. Okay. Now go to the pull request. Now you said the pull request is automatically completed because we are putting auto complete, right? That's why the pull request is completed. Okay. Now we can review continue integration, continue deployment, right? That's why we after the pull request is complete, right? You click this merge, okay? Merge pull request, click here, and here itself you select the in progress, okay? That means you click here, continue integration and continue deployment. That means you select continue integration is completed here, and click to open the new tab. This is open to new tab, okay? The release. Now we go to see. This is for the our it's running for the build demo, okay? Automatically the build demo is executed. Now we go to the check all the things is running successfully, and go to check the artifact also is successfully generated, okay? And our user story item also linked together in here, okay? And you go to now see the release. This is a release. Now release is running. You click here any. Now is right, our deployment is going. Extract is successfully done, okay? Now the deploy is going to here, okay? Now we go to check here. Now click to Azure, okay? Not here, okay? Here, right? Azure object is you see right? Azure object is candidate came. Before that, you check here. Release deployment is succeed. You see right? Release deployment is succeed, and you click your candidate, it came, and also here also you verify how the deployment is done. You say the deployment is succeed, okay? Deployment succeed, and Azure candidate. We have created one column, right? The score code, I think, score field. You see all the things is came here, and create the new field, okay? Score code also came, okay? That's because we are giving admin access, right? Then it's automatically created. Okay, then the Office Desk class also should be deployed. You go to check Office Desk class. Now we are going to review our Salesforce component, okay? We are class name, okay? What is our class name? Our class name is SFDC demo, right? Okay, SFDC demo. You should write SFDC demo and the security, and you should write the security also is automatically assigned to the admin profile, okay? I think done. Here we did right today for the trunk based model. That means everything we have the one branch, master branch. All the developer rights a feature branch directly merge to the master branch. Then you create the multiple release pipeline. That means you can go to this pipeline. You can create multiple. You can create the here multiple releases. Okay. And Devint QUAT like that. Once our Devint is succeed, then UAT, then UAT succeed, then production. Like that, you need to define. That is for the trunk-based branching strategy. Future driven means we have the different branching structure. Okay, that means the Devint you can separate branching policy, QA and UAT like that. The different policies there. That is different company they can use different branching strategy. Okay. And this is Azure DevOps reference. Okay, here this is for the Azure DevOps how to create the new account. Here you can see that status at this, right? How we are checking the Salesforce, right? Suppose sometimes our Salesforce down, right? Like that the pipeline the Azure also sometimes would be down. you can check status dot status dot dev Azure. Okay, status dot. Then here it will say all the region wise, it will show the status. Okay, here you see, right, repo and pipeline and artifact, other services board. Okay, everything it will show. You can check here also. And one more thing I will show that user stories, right? First we started from user stories, right? You go to the check the user story now. Task 5, right? Task 5, this is our demo, right? Now you see, right, automatically change the doing. Okay, now automatically change the doing. Here you see, right, the deployment status. Under deployment it will come to production. Okay, under development you see, right, all our pull request creations. Okay, here you see the pull request, what commit we did, what branch we are using. Click here and it will go to automatically that one. That means whenever our user story perspective, you can see all the what he modified. Suppose he created some new classes, like that you can easily understand, track each user story wise, what developer modified, and what the where the deployment they went, or QA. You can check the where the code is deployed currently. Then you can check all the things in the user centric activity. Okay. That's it. And here you have more information about documentation and Azure certification. And here, right, one more there, Microsoft training days. You go to this particular Microsoft training days, they will give the fundamental certification free. Once we have Salesforce style, how we have certification there, right? Like that, you can attend the session, and they will provide the certification coupon with 6 month expiration date with. You can take that exam free as your fundamental certifications. Okay, there is a lot of certification is there. You can take it. Okay, I think Sakti, I think done for my side. If you have any questions, we can talk about that. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Ram. Can you please stop sharing your screen? Meantime, check the chat window. Is anyone asking any questions? And now I
Hello,
will.
Sakti. Can you able to hear us?
Yes, yes, Ram. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello, Sakti. Can
Is
I
I
can
audible?
able to? I'm not able to hear you.
Is I audible?
Yes. Okay. We can.
Um, I think Anis confirmed. Anis, can you please confirm my voice is clear? Um,
Hello.
I think I can. I think the audio
Yeah,
is fine.
I can able to hear me. Okay, yeah, now I can able
Okay,
to hear
great.
me.
Okay, great. Let me select the random participants. Let me quickly share my screen. I hope everyone filled that the certification voucher form. If not, I will give one more time, 1 minute time. Just fill it in this form. I will pass it in the URL in the chat window. Okay. If you already filled, then don't worry. I will take it from there. If anyone not filled, then go ahead and fill your information.
For me also, no, right?
Yeah, you also. Don't worry. I will include your name.
Okay.